Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Mills to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D. Ford that time, getting the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramsey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st and 10, Mills. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Escaping the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Completes it to Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Mills throw complete there to Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Now Mills. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Agnew now to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence will throw. And he will be out of bounds here, and it will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. The Jaguars at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Ramsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the 1st down. Pierce now up the middle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mills now. He gets this one to Mechie. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the 1st half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run again with Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing, Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mills. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Pierce takes it straight ahead. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and goal, Mills. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
They found some momentum. They found the crack in the offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Mills on 4th down. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Buried by multiple multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Matt Breida, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, lock it.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And that's complete to Sanders. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Mills on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mills being chased, and he's going to go down again. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches. When they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
On the return, here's Agnew. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here. Touchdown, Jaguars! Miles Sanders, 53 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, Mills. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ramsey. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Lawrence to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. And Watson has it right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And to throw again is Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Play fake, Mills. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. They've got his man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback when you talk about miscommunication?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
He's going to keep this again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Fourth down, Mills. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Davis Mills scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Texans are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mills. He's going to air one out. And this is caught at the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Nico Collins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot now for Lawrence. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.